Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica Emery, the Happy CEO, running with other amazing happy CEOs. Today, this morning, I just opened this amazing gift from a girlfriend that sent these bracelets to me. One says badass and one says girl boss. They are in Morse code bracelets. Like, what a cute gift. Love, love, love. Thank you, Trisha. And today I wanted to talk about just our lives and dreaming and vision. And because I'm going to keep it short, I sat down today in front of this print, and this print says beach on it, right? With an arrow. And so many of us create vision boards. I've talked a lot about them. I am a visionary. I'm a creator. I have just manifested so many things to date and realized the power of vision. And I realized when I sat down here with this print that I also incorporate things that I desire, not just on a board, you know, that's maybe on your screensaver or maybe on a poster board that's like on your wall, but like in my house. So this print that says beach has been with me at least through probably 3 different properties now, like 3 in Chicago prior to like the dream home I was living in before we came down here to Charleston, and now we're here. The place we lived in prior to that is when I purchased this beach print. And I have always dreamed of living on the beach. Like, it's still my dream, actually. Like, I know the house that I want to land in, and I also realize that timing is everything, and I'm not attached to outcomes. And right now I've got 3 kiddos that are still in high school, 2 in high school and 1 in almost high school. And so, you know, we're going through it, and we're in the perfect house right now, in the perfect place with a pool, and like, it's incredible. And we have water behind our water. So we've got our pool and then water behind, and I can take walks and there's water, and the docks are down there and there's more water. Like, I am surrounded by water. What I wanted to share is that it's so incredible that when you incorporate things that you see all of the time, they help with the frequency of you achieving that thing and that desire. So when I purchased this print, we were not near water at all. Our next home after this print was our dream home in Chicago that was on the water, but it was a lake. It was Lake Michigan. And I thought for sure, like, okay, because the home was just absolutely everything I could have ever imagined and more. We still talk about it. It was so, so incredible. It was one of those homes, actually, let's talk about vision, that I had dreamed about living on this street in Chicago way before I met my husband. I would drive to get my hair straightened on the North Shore, and I would drive up Sheridan Road along the lakefront and look at those homes and say, oh my gosh, like, someday I will land here. And what do you know? Fast forward, meet Andrew, you know, build my practice, all of the things. And we were coming home from the North Shore from a party one night, and we see this home where literally the clouds parted over it. Like, oh, you know, I just knew in my heart, I was like, oh, that house is it. And my husband literally looked at me and laughed out loud, like, yeah, Jess, kind of thing. And I was like, oh no, I don't think you understand. Like, that is our house. And I took action, and that house actually had someone that had signed on it. I did a lot of just amazing things. You know, I got into action mode. I wrote a letter to the owners, and I did a bunch of other things. Anyway, long story short, it became our home, and we lived there, and I thought we'd be there forever. And I kept trying to convince myself that that was our beach house because there was the water. And I'm like, okay, there's a beach, and I can see the beach, and I can see the water. Like, maybe that's it. But deeply in my soul, I knew that we hadn't like fully landed, because the beach that I picture is the ocean. It is actually a beach on the ocean. So we end up quantum leaping right into Charleston, selling my businesses there, quarantine dream, like literal quarantine dream. And we land here in Charleston. So granted, this house, like I said, isn't on the water, but there is water all around, and the beach is literally like 5 minutes from here. I can be on a beach. Like Charleston, South Carolina is water and beaches. That's it. So I am just getting closer and closer and closer to landing at my final destination, which will literally be on the beach. So if I'm still doing YouTube, then you will see. It will happen because I believe and know in my soul it will. So what is so fun is, like I said, think if you see things that inspire you, things that you are dreaming about in your future, bring them in the form of art. I love art, or, you know, throw pillows or whatever you can do so that it is closer to you. Maybe take a picture of the thing that, like, from your vision board, but actually frame that one picture. So downtown, my space downtown, that actually my husband is at today, he is putting up many photos of mine. My space downtown that is so incredible, and I cannot wait to get in there. We're still kind of in the build out phases. It's my creative space, my Happy CEO Co, if you will. I am infusing that space with artwork. I actually have enough artwork to fill all of the walls and then beyond. So when I stepped into that space, it literally called me, the energy of the space called me to just creatively, it just is like the walls are screaming for art. And so I purchased art that inspires the F out of me. Like art that just lights me up. And it may make no sense to anyone else. You know, you may, champagne being poured and clouds and like this big peacock and Audrey Hepburn and words. It's going to be so good. The front of the space will have art that is, we'll see how it comes together, a little bit more muted colors, but when you step back into my office, it's like explosion. Like one of my art pieces says take up more space, and it's like bright blue helium balloon style art. And I'm so excited. And my husband looked at me, he's like, really, Jess? Like, this is what you want? And I was like, oh yes, this is what I want. He's like, eclectic. I'm like, abso-freaking-lutely, let's go. So it's going to take us a hot minute to get the artwork up and decide where everything's gonna go, and I will still have leftover. But what is left over is not going to be tucked away. It's going to be brought to the front as I change out my artwork to continue to inspire me and keep me at that elevated frequency of calling those things in, of lighting me up and like keeping me happy, because I'm looking into like just the lifestyle that I completely desire, the reminder of how magical life truly, truly is. And everything here is literally brought into existence from our imagination. So if it's difficult for you to tap into your imagination and see things, then bring actual things to you so you can see them, so you can feel them. Today, actually, I am working on something really fun for Happy CEO, and I was at the gym this morning trying to think of the name of what I want to call it. I was like, Love Crush, the game, Bizology. I am not sure yet. It has not landed, but I am going to bring something that literally downloaded for me to all of you, because I do feel like in this beautiful game, it's our game, or you could look at it, you know, as your game, as your movie, as you writing your novel, you know, everything in front of you is blank and you are literally designing it. So I'm going to create it in a game form where we can play and just have so much fun in the creation process, but visually you'll be able to see it. So we all have different forms of like clairvoyant, seeing, you know, clairaudient, like hearing, different clairs we all have. But there is something to be said about like the physical, like diving in, seeing it, and then you can, like I said, create it from our imagination, but in the physical form, because everything from our, you know, imagination drops in physical form. I don't even know how to articulate all of this incredible magic that this one life gets to be. But anyway, the point of today's video, since I'm here every single day, 365, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and you want to come back for more. As everything unfolds here in 2025. If you are feeling this energy, please comment below and say, F yes, I am in it to win it. I get it. You're waking up to what truly has been and what your future can be. It gets to be as good as you want to make it. So start with this, like with looking around, you know, be inspired, go to Home Goods or, you know, get online. I found the most spectacular art site online. That's where I purchased about 100 of my pieces of art from. I went crazy. They had like 5,000. I think I went to 4,000 and like 200 before I was like, it's time to log out of here. But whatever lights you up, like I said, bring it into your life in the form of art or jewelry, like these names. Remind yourself you're a badass and you're a girl boss. Whatever it takes, bring it to you so that you are reminded every single day of those things that you desire so you can get that much closer to bringing them into your life. All right, that is it for today's video. Thank you for being here. We will see you on the next one.